Chapter 5. First stage, 15,000 meters. Ladies and gentlemen from your respective fields, if you please, would you like to follow the race by riding with the journalists and the judges in that train over there? We have provided services such as tea, wine, and dining in the coaches. Oh, here are some binoculars. Please feel free to use them. The fireworks are up. That's the starting signal. 10 a.m., September 25th, 1890. The Trans-North American Steel Ball Run has finally begun. Over 3,600 horses, and there is no mass confusion among the participants. The starting grid stretches over 4 kilometers. Slowly, as if the waves of the Pacific Ocean crawled into land, all are running at once. Fellow journalists, I will now describe the development of the race and the routes. Between the 6,000 kilometers from San Diego to New York in the Atlantic Ocean, there are checkpoints set in 9 places, including New York, as shown as in the map. These checkpoints are to identify race ranking, running time, and to check for illegal activities such as changing horses. In each race up to their respective checkpoints will be called a stage. 9 stages in total. The first stage that has just started is a sprint race that will end at the Catholic Church 15,000 meters ahead. We will also decide the champion of each stage and present a prize money bonus. To the stage champion, 10,000 and a 1-hour time bonus. A time bonus? That means... Correct! It will be very useful in the last half of the race. That means, for instance, that if you have a bonus and pass the goal in New York in second place, but you are less than 1 hour behind first place, then you will be the winner. In other words, your total time is decreased by an hour. But this time bonus, everyone will be drooling over it. But this race goes for over 2 months with only 1 horse. Going hard on the horse right from the start and charging into the horse front line would be something to think over. You could easily break your horse right away. Oh! While we were listening to the commentary, 1 horse jumped out of ahead of the group of 3,600. Who is it? We're checking his saddle cloth. He's fast! He's fast. He's speeding up at an incredible rate. Unbelievable speed. It's incredible. Incredible! The first stage is quickly turning into something unexpected. He's not slowing down. What's the number on the saddle cloth? The saddle cloth. The number is B-636, identified as B-636. Zappelli. Recorded as Gyro Zappelli. Incredible racing. Number B-636. Gyro Zappelli has left the group. Racing solo, he's trying to make a clean getaway for the full 15,000 meters. He's still speeding up. Who is he? I don't know. There's no record. He could be a cowboy or a miner. He's planning to charge here. Gyro Zappelli. The horse he's riding on here is a stock horse. I've heard they have Australian roots and amazing stamina. Is he relying on that stamina here? But it's 15,000 meters. He'll definitely tire out in the later half. And there's a race tomorrow, too. Going for it after 13,000 would be reasonable. But racing at that speed? Is he really thinking about crossing the continent like that? No. He said he'll win the race. To cross the continent and become the champion. It leaned. The other horses are becoming agitated because he jumped out the group. Oh no! A collision has occurred. They're running into each other. It's finally looking like a race now. Still, body charging is not against the rules. Cowboys control herds of cattle by dodging their charges. Dodging charges is a must. And now there's a challenger against Gyro Zappelli. Another one has jumped out of the group. He's chasing and closing on a Gyro. It's Diego Brando. The prince of the British horse racing world plans a challenge after he's saying short-range racing is my territory. No, wait. There's already someone closing in behind from the left. Zappelli is in his range. He's already closing in. The large mass is the champion candidate Avdol on camelback. He charged? The camel's run. It looks like it's in slow motion, but its legs are twice the length of a horse's. And its stride. It can accelerate enough to compete with the speed of a horse. And its weight surpasses 800 kilograms. That's 1.5 times heavier than a horse. He's planning to go for the goal by crushing anyone that gets near him. Another hit! Gyro is losing speed. Diego Brando has taken advantage of this slack and goes forward. Forward! He's going into the groove. No, he'll get caught in between the trees. If anyone is getting the time bonus, it's me, Avdol. I'm sorry to say. The final blow. The deadly camel's run. The deadly desert nomad, Avdol. He's closing in again. He can't hold off anymore. He'll be struck down. Gyro Zappelli. No. He lunged. It's cacti. Avdol lunged into a cluster of cacti. Did he not see it because they were blocked by the groove? The camel charges to the cacti. He collapsed. It's a fall. A fall. He's fallen. Abdal is down. Gyro is safe. Gyro is unhurt. Gyro is not charged into the cacti. He's eliminated. What a start. The first stage. They haven't even run for 1,000 meters, and what a flurry of events. Abdal. He's not moving. He's been eliminated. A champion candidate has already been eliminated from the race. What just happened? What just happened? The steel ball. Was it because of the steel ball again? The spinning steel. The cacti's image showed in the dust off the rocks. The vibrations caused by the spin. Was he using the shock waves to find the position of the cactus without being able to see it? He used the waves from rotation to search behind the rock, like how do you knock on a watermelon to observe the insides. He lured Abdal into that cacti patch. Whatever I can get, I'll take. Except for diseases. But especially a time bonus. Yoo-hoo! Alright, woohoo, that's chapter 5. Yeah, woo! Chapter 6, The Dried Up River, Diego Brando. Describe the path of the first stage, 15,000 meters. After the 3,000 meters from the beach, it gradually becomes hilly terrain. The prize money of $10,000 on 1 hour time bonus. After passing the 3-kilometer point, the dried up river, it will be a winding uphill battle with about a rise of 50 meters, and down through the bush, passing the abandoned farm, is a straightaway for 2,000 meters. The goal, the Catholic Church, will be visible from there. An amazing chain of events. A champion candidate, the desert nomad Abdal, has suddenly retired after running barely 1,000 meters from the starting point. The leader, number B-636, Gyro Zappelli, has still not dropped speed. He's charging. Trailing at about 20 lengths, also a champion candidate, is the number 1 prince of the British horse racing world, Diego Brando, alias Dio. He can't close in. The distance between Gyro and the tailing group has grown to more than 50 lengths. He's traveling solo. Gyro Zappelli, he's planning a clean getaway. In addition, the race sponsor has given out orders to find out the unknown history of Gyro Zappelli before the deadline of tomorrow's paper. No, that Diego Brando. Looking closely for a while, he's moving oddly, chasing from the right, closing in from the left, and he's gradually dropping the distance between him and Gyro. He's getting closer. He's an ordinary jockey that made it to the top of the British racing world in a matter of years. Could it be? I was surprised about the camel attack ending up like that, but I guess he was a small fry. Right now, I could see that he's just an amateur. I could see the outcome. He just closed in on Gyro again. Could it be? Could it be? He discovered that British jockey. He's gone? He's gone. Where is he? Diego Brando is gone. Hey, what is this? What the hell? Diego's disappeared. They're lined up. They're lined up. They're lined up. And they're lined up. He's trailing a neck from behind on the left, and Dio is lined up. How could this be? It's like magic. He suddenly matched Gyro's speed. It didn't look like Dio was accelerating at all. So it's true. He's discovered it. He was reading it, but he did it so quickly. Everything has its own habits, whether it be machines or other objects. Horses especially, since they are living beings and they have more characteristics than humans. For example, one horse would always move its tail up and down before charging, or another horse would move to the outside of the group and run when cornered. A horse that shakes its head, a horse that would spin its ears when approached by another horse it dislikes. One who's lowered their body, ones who change their stride. If one could read all of the habits of the horse and attack them during a race, everyone could be passed, regardless of your own horse's stamina. Naturally, the horse of this man also has a habit. Every time this horse breathes 8 times, it always sways once to the left while running, and naturally its speed drops when it sways. 3 breaths, 4 breaths, 5 breaths, 6 breaths, 7 breaths. Sway to the left. He passed! He passed! He passed! Diego Brando is passed by a neck. Therefore, if I speed up only when the horse sways, my horse will catch up with his speed without wasting any stamina and tiring out. Dio is in the lead. He's discovered the horse's habits. Does Gyro know about this? No. Even if he knew about this, if he tried to fix the habits, some other weakness would show up. Humans and horses work the same way, and once he's overtaken, he won't be able to take back the lead. The distance would be widened in the same way. 3 breaths, 4 breaths, 5 breaths, 6 breaths, 7 breaths. It's a horse length difference. Unbelievable. It looks like Gyro is the one accelerating, but Dio is the one up front. He's a genius. It looks nothing like magic. Hey, what's up with this? All of this. It's a technique of the pros, and yours is a racing with a bumpkin. Stay in the back. You're talking about habits? You mean my horse has a running habit? Are you kidding me? Would it even matter if I told you? Habits can't be fixed, just like fate. There's the 12,000 meter mark. It's a dried up river. Dio, or Diego Brando, is the first to cross the bridge. He's advancing again. 2 lengths, 3 lengths. He can't catch up. He can't catch up. Jairo Zappelli just can't catch up. He says habits. What's up with that? Hey, you have habits I didn't know about? What kind of habit do you have? So many powerful rivals. The world's full of them. But you don't have to fix your habits. Put more into your habits while you're running. Hey. So swaying to your left is your habit. You're swaying, but good. Go ahead and let your anger explode. The bridge? What happened? What happened? The bridge planks are shattered, and Jairo Zappelli is charging through it. Dio can't cross. Dio hesitated. Dio can't cross the bridge. The following racers reach the river. 3,600 men are crossing the river. The rear group is crossing the dried up river. Dio can't cross the bridge. Dio is falling behind. Dio is falling greatly behind. Dio must get off the bridge and cross the river once more. that man! Just like the last time with my legs. Again with the steel ball. The strange spin of the steel ball put out the horse's habits at an explosive rate. Last night, there were so many bugs flying around this lamp. And when I started counting we were buzzing around, I fell asleep without a problem. Now I'm time for steel run o'clock. I'm at my best now. Sorry to bother you. What time is it?
Poco Loco. The next 2 months of your life. I guarantee that in anything you do, you will succeed. 1 out of 50, 100 million people. The greatest peak of your life is coming. You should do whatever your heart desires. There's no need to hesitate. You have no enemies to fear.
Awesome! This is awesome! Dude, everyone's horse is galloping all over the place. I've never been on the ground that was so easy to ride on like this before. Poco Loco is on a roll! I don't have words this time. Chapter 7. Poco Loco and the Sandman. But wait a minute. Does this make any sense? If the stuff the fortune teller told me about being a 1 in a 50 million lucky guy was true, then why would I oversleep on the day of the race? This doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't be lucky. This is too bad. But this is so awesome. The ground's so smooth. Trampled up and beaten by everybody. I'm picking up unbelievable speed. I guess it's true. Poco Loco is the lucky guy after all. Why didn't anybody tell me about the mileage being 400 miles per liter? Crossing the continent is impossible. Yes, it's a pity. Let's return to our home country, Baron. There they are. I see them. The speed's almost refreshing. There's the rear end of the group. Ew, it's in my mouth. It can't be. This really doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. I can't be. I'm not it. I'm not 1 in 50, 100 million after all. Patooey, it's a gold coin with the manure. Ah, there's manure on my clothes. I don't believe this. Hey, damn it. We strayed from the course. It's a cliff. We're not on the racing course. It wasn't true after all. Damn it, it's his fault. Where'd he go? It's that Indian. I thought we were on the course because that guy was running this way. It's that Indian. Did he trick us into thinking the course was this way? Damn. It's not like that. I sort of went along with it because he was running first and like that. And I just followed him. But look at the map. If we go this route, it'll be a shortcut to the climb in half the distance.
If you want to injure your horses, that is. I'm going back. Damn him. It's all his fault. I'm 1 in 50, 100 million. I'll be coming that. I can't have said again, believe it, that if I was wrong, it's all over right here. I'm gonna win it. I'll win it. And then I'll go back home and live a happier life. Ah!
Use the rope you got, if you know how to use it. Whoa! That guy, did he come all the way from the beach at that place? How can he run like that? It's true I got help from that Indian, but maybe I'm able to jump over that cliff. It proves my luckiness. In this guy, he thinks he's gonna win this race, eh? There's the race group. I finally met up with it. Yeah. Hey, do you know where the leader is? Maybe you're the leader. I don't think so. Your running looks lazy. And now they have just passed the 6,000 meter sign. It's finally the last third of the 15,000 meters of the first stage. After the climb, it's downhill from there. The leader is still Gyro Zappelli. It's roughly 60 to 70 lengths between him and the following group. Will he make a clean escape? Will the stage end with his getaway? Hey, how could it be? He's the leader? Gyro Zappelli's horse will begin to tire soon. A little less than 2,000 meters away is always a reasonable choice in speeding up and going for the finish line. But if I lose sight of him now, it might be impossible for me to catch up with him. To me, this race isn't about winning or the prize money, but to find out the mystery of the steel ball. I need his recognition. Beating him in the stage would be the easiest way. First, keep the distance between them, and then challenge him after the 2,000 meter mark. What happened? Gyro Zappelli is going off course. He's veering right. Gyro's going greatly off course. No way. What is he thinking? Could Gyro Zappelli be planning to take a shortcut? The brush is up ahead. He's going off course into the brush. Gyro Zappelli has gone off course to the right. He's going for a shortcut. If he goes through the brush, he could shave 100 to 1,000 meters off his running distance. Gyro is going to cross the forest. But there will be obstacles. It's more of a forest than a brush. The trees are too tightly packed. It's a dangerous bet. So there are so many trees, dropping speed and losing stamina is a must. But if Gyro succeeds, he'll get closer and closer to a complete sweep. What will the followers do? Which course will the followers take? The brush? The regular course? What the? Is Gyro Zappelli insane? There's a very high chance of the rider getting injured, as well as the horse, and dropping speed isn't the worst thing. 2 horses are going for it. 2 from the following group are chasing Gyro. More from the following group are joining the chase. 7 horses, 8 horses. Are they accepting Gyro's bet? Gyro disappeared into the forest. What's this guy? What's he doing? He closed his eyes. What's he thinking? He's not slightly opening his eyes either. And that posture is one of confidence, not fear. It's like he decided. More like testing himself by closing his eyes. He's speeding up. Number 777 is the first to dive in. Chapter 8, Crossing the Forest. I really have that 1 out of 50, 100 million good luck. Uh-oh. It's true. If it wasn't, I would have already fallen off my horse. I won't get hit by branches even if I close my eyes. Nothing will kick me off this horse. The 3,600 horses are splitting into 2 groups. The group following the gambler, Gyro Zappelli, take a shortcut. The rest will use a safer route, even though it's 1,000 meters long. No one will know which way is faster until the very end. Shit! Where's Gyro? I can't see him. I can't let him gain more distance from me. Woo! Oh! This guy, even though he's closing his eyes, he's accelerating while his eyes are closed. Did he think it was safer to close his eyes and then let his horse move on its own rather than controlling the horse itself? Certainly. The rider's awareness and fear of obstacles could transfer to their horse, but some sweet thinking like that can win this race. Even Gyro is racing near his strength's limit. I passed him! Go! Huh? No way! But... Just as I thought, some thin and boring freak. My mind's playing tricks on me. I could have sworn someone was coming. No! A runaway horse. The rider's fallen off. This guy! Shit! He went straight through the space between the branches. I can't catch up. He's getting ahead of me. This guy, by falling off the horse, he could go freely through a space only a horse could pass through. It's Gyro! He's breezing through the trees. But that guy's closing in on Gyro. Fast! I can't believe how lucky I was. Falling off the horse. I was really lucky. If this keeps up, he might catch up to Gyro in the forest. Is it merely by chance, or did he calculate what would happen from the very beginning? What the hell? Damn. I guess it's time to avoid more than just trees. Closed! Qua. Oh! One came out the forest! They're coming! One horse has made it through the forest! It's Gyro! As expected, Gyros Apelles came out single-handedly. It's a success. The shortcut was a success. There's a difference of at least 800 meters from the people who ran through the normal route. What? There's one more. One more horse came out of the forest. It's catching up, closing in on Gyro only 5 horse lengths away. No, 3. What is going on? Who the heck is that? Even though Gyros Apelles was so far ahead coming out of the forest, someone has already caught up to him. It's true. I really am a lucky guy. I got hit by a tree branch and was knocked back on the saddle. I don't understand. Who is he? It must be some kind of ability, or else this couldn't have happened. There's a sign that says 4,000 left. After the downhill on the farm, there's 2,000 meters of straight road to the goal. Chapter 9. Long, long downhill. And the final battle begins between the leading riders. Only 4,000 meters are left until they reach the goal. The Devil's Downhill stands before them. Still on top is Gyros Apelles. There's 2,000 meters between here and the farm. The downhill area is in the range of 50 meters in height. There are areas that are as steep as a 30-degree angle, and a horse rider must always keep in mind that a long downhill must be run at a lower speed. Oh, even when people jump ahead, you must keep a slower pace. Everyone must endure it. Even if you're scattered and behind in a group, you must hold a steady pace. If you put out too much speed going downhill, the legs of your horse could give out during the final stretch. There are no exceptions. The same way a well will dry up, the energy spent running the 11,000 meters will all be wasted. Hang on steady. Don't let the other horses distract you. They're almost here. You can't afford to exhaust your horse's legs at this point, but still, there's no way you could drop your pace either. From here on out, it comes down to who will be able to endure it the best. Damn. I don't know who the hell this guy is, or how he caught up so fast. But there's no need to worry. I didn't make any mistakes during the first crossing. Don't worry about your back. Build up your strength slowly, but stay in the lead. And once we pass the farm, I'll let you explode into action. Someone couldn't take the slow pace and flew out charging to the front. He's closing in on Gyro in number 777. Don't worry. I have luck that is 1 out of 50, 100 million. Once we pass the farm, you can do anything. So endure it until then and don't run off. Once we charge, our energy, we can do anything.
Poco Loco, what kind of idealistic talk is that? There's the cow, Poco Loco. Remember the cow. So you can do anything. Hey, don't get distracted, or else you might fall off the horse. You're not supposed to fall off yet.
Huh? I saw something really weird. Did I hit my head when I fell off in the forest? That thing I just saw now. Was I hallucinating?
Yeah, it must be a hallucination. You're going to do it, right? You're the guy with the 1 out of 50, 100 million luck. Go. Don't worry about the downhill and just have faith. You're a lucky guy. You can beat him if you don't hold your horse back. It will all work out, right? You certainly will win.
What? Yo! Guy in the front. Is that all you can do? I proclaim once I pass you, you will never be able to take the lead from me, Poco Loco. Did you just say something? Were you talking into my ass? Because I can't hear anything with my ass. You better move. Fall behind, you freak. What the? Amazing! Number 777 flew out in front. His name is Poco Loco from Georgia. 21 years old, registered as Poco Loco. He passed Gyro to take the lead. Gyro's holding back. Don't worry. Don't get pulled in by him. Getting pulled in by some superficial choice will lead us to Hell's Staircase. There's no doubt about it. Steady. Other racers from the back have also joined and are accelerating as well. They're flying. Gyro is catching up. 15 horse lengths, 10 horse lengths. He's pulling closer to Poco Loco. But this is foolish. It's not a challenge. It's reckless. Accelerating downhill is a poor tactic. The sound of the hooves are a requiem for what's to come. Damn, but if, let's say he has some kind of strategy and he's flying through the downhill for some reason. Like in the forest when he consciously fell off to get pulled up by his horse through the trees. If he reaches the farm safely, then during the final stretch, with the distance created between us at the hill, will my horse have a chance to overtake him before the hill? No, there's no way he can make it in one piece. It'll all come to a head soon. Forget he even exists. Just don't think about him. Hold back. I have to endure through this hill. Whoa! 2 riders have fallen off. Things have come to a head. They fell off. If you don't take this downhill seriously, you will definitely wind up dead. Poco Loco tripped. Poco Loco, it's all coming to a head. It's okay. Just keep going. We are lucky. It's safe. What? He fell. He fell. Poco Loco is down. Poco Loco is down. Gyro was in first place. Gyro was in the league. Poco Loco was imprudent. Thank you very much. Right on schedule. Gyro is in the lead and headed towards the farm. What the hell? He's moving. Poco Loco is safe. He didn't fall down. No, he definitely fell down, but he's moving. He's moving at an even greater speed. He's riding something. He's moving down. This guy. This freaking... What the hell? It's calculation. There's no mistake. This guy's actions aren't coincidence or just being dumb. He has to know all these things in advance, or else he couldn't pull off all this crap. The race's enemy is him. He's a fearsome enemy. Dead body! Poco Loco is sliding on a dead body. Somehow, a cow's body was hidden in the grass. Wonderful! Yeehaw! There was a dead cow's body in the grass. This is no hallucination. It's my luck. I was damn surprised. Shit! This is terrible. His horse isn't even running. It's doing nothing but resting. Once we cross the farm, we'll reach the final stretch and his horse will have rested his legs completely. I'm not sure what the rulebook says exactly, but I'm sure this is a race where you ride horses. I can't let you ride a dead cow's body. Let's have that rock stop the cow sliding. Crack. What? Who's that? Why is there somebody on the track? Shit, the rock fell down too late. Who is he? The person that's running. He's running down the hill with his own legs. He broke in suddenly fast. So fast. Which route did he take? Sandman. Sandman. His name is Sandman according to the registration. This race is impossible to predict. It's so exciting. Sandman is in first place as we head down the final stretch. Chapter 10. Final straight. 2,000 meters left.
They just passed the 2,000 meter mark. The train is finally rounding the hill. What's going on? So that's what's happening.
He's running on foot. That guy. How the hell is he even keeping up? He's running even faster than all the horses. But that's impossible. This Sandman is fast. Sandman. Just look at him. Now he's running all over the hill. This downhill race will end soon, and the final straight will be seen. The running time has already passed 17 minutes. A human running faster than a horse. Yeah, that's impossible. If you think about it rationally, but it makes sense when you see it. He's going over 30 kilometers an hour. 30? No, it might be closer to 40 kilometers an hour. 40, is that? Holding on there just a second, Mr. Spiel. Sandman's speed? What the fuck are you talking about? 100 meters in 10 seconds is 36 kilometers an hour. The world record isn't even close to that. Running a long-distance marathon in 2 hours is only 21 kilometers an hour. He really is running faster than all these horses. And the secret is his running style. It makes sense. Look at how he's running over those cliffs. I'll explain to you how there's a way to achieve speeds of 40 kilometers an hour. When humans run, there's an impact when the foot hits the ground. The force of this blow knocks the joints and any muscles around, causing them to become fatigued. There isn't a way around it. Even the strongest legs will get tired. But in Sandman's case, when he runs, his heel touches the ground for only a brief moment. That style of running, even if his heel touches the ground, he never steps through. And thus the impact moves to the tip of his feet, and then he kicks the ground at that exact movement, using the force of the impact to propel himself forward. Understand now? The flow of the impact is going behind him, not in front. As such, his feet don't have any damage, nor do they fatigue, and he is able to recycle this force and use it to accelerate even further. This way, his speed increases every time he kicks off the cliffs. There you have it! That's how he's going over 40 kilometers an hour! And when landing, he kicks the ground a few times, letting out energy and reducing the impact again. The longer he's in the air, the more time his muscles have to relax. His heels are probably soft and smooth as an infant child's. Doesn't that make you want to run like that? But you would need very long legs and incredible agility in order to do that. That kind of running, where did he learn it? Who knows? He probably learned it from his surroundings. And now he's climbing up the rocks, using his hands, feet, and all the muscles in his body. He's just like a cougar. He doesn't put any force into his feet, and he's much faster here on the rocks. Sandman's style puts the entire earth on his side. So long as the steel ball run uses land at this stage, we can't even predict the outcome if horses are his enemy. After Sandman, it's Poco Loco, and only a horse length away from him is Gyro Sapelli. The rest have finished coming downhill. We've run nearly 13,000 meters. The wind is coming from Mexico. Santana is blowing. How can we even begin to dictate this race? What the fuck is going on here? Shit, he's ahead of me, after resting on that hill for a good 1,000 meters. And that running man also took a shortcut over that cliff. But the first stage's only real enemy is this guy. Only him. In the forest, the dead cow, stopping my trap. Too many coincidences. Something must be helping him. A long time ago in a casino, I saw a guy betting only red and he won 18 times in a row. But it was just luck. Some kind of power has to be protecting this guy. What I'm trying to say is, how can I change it so his incredible flow of luck changes so he runs himself over instead?
Hey, Poco Loco.
Yeah?
I will protect you from everything there is. All right? So go ahead. Do anything you want. Keep on pushing forward. After all, there's nothing but luck inside your bag.
So, my horse has been a sprinter since birth. Even if I can't do anything to him, if I stare at his ass the whole time, I can't win. Let's go! He's going! He's jumped ahead! Gyro has picked up the pace yet again. He's really moving, accelerating. But isn't this a little too soon? Is it alright? There's more than 1,500 meters left. And the straightaway is coming. The straight? This is... What the hell? So many people! I had no idea! Wow! So there's so many people at the finish line! There's the goal! It's by the abandoned church! There's a giant crowd of spectators gathered here to see the winner of the first stage. It's really heating up. 10,000 people! No, wait. It's definitely over 20,000. Way more than that opening ceremony. This is impossible. Mind-boggling. There's no way you could count how many people there are. Did someone call them all? Unbelievable. Even I...
He will be a hero. The winner of this race will be a world-renowned hero.
The possibilities are endless. This is what the Steel Ball Run is all about. You ran well, old horse. You've gained a lot of experience from this race. Riding on the rough ground, going across that forest, and rushing downhill with no errors. And despite how much you've been sweating, you can still keep on going. Your legs are in perfect shape. Your breathing is also in good spirits. We're only 40 to 50 horse lengths away, but he dashed ahead too early. He'll be tired. Let's surprise him. Gyro Zapelli. Hang on, everybody. Look. Did you notice? Shocking indeed. Pulling ahead in the tailing group. He's making his way through the pack. It's simply unbelievable. Coming from way behind. This guy is... Diego Brando is here. Dio caught up to me. And he's just caught up. How in the world did he gain all that ground that he's lost? He's already paid back all his loans. Again, he passes on by. Dio is catching up. He's breaking through. This guy, he's using that technique. He came forward using this. Air pressure shield. Riding the leading horse where the wind is completely blocked. Avoiding the fatigue that's caused by air pressure. So that's how he's been able to keep on overtaking all the other riders out here. It's an extremely dangerous maneuver that takes amazing skill to use. Is he going to use my horse as a shield too? But I've already decided to overtake Gyro no matter what. The trailing group is finally arriving. Ooh, they're speeding up. They're no longer holding their horses back. From Gyro down to the bottom of this mountain, there's an entire river of riders on the move. And Poco Loco has just challenged Gyro. It doesn't change the fact that this is what I was expecting since the very beginning of the race. At least I think so. Yes, one more chapter, guys. Woo! Chapter 11, the final stretch, 1,000 meters left. Gyro is twisting his body back way to look behind him. There's only a little 1,000 meters left until the goal. It's like he's measuring up the distance between him and the rear group. Is he anxious, or does he think he can afford to do this? Cutting through the Mexican wind, Santana, the flood of riders drive towards the end goal. What furious momentum! The shouts from the crowd at the goal are like a great tsunami. We can't even hear the sound of the arriving train. Damn, this Brit jockey Diego Brando. I outrun him, but he keeps on using my horse as a windshield and he just won't go away. Staying this way through all of this wind, he's planning on letting me lead until the goal, and then passing all the others at the last minute. But no way in hell am I going to let that happen. Gyro should already be at his limit, and if anyone's going to beat Gyro Sapelli... What? His horse just sank? It's going to be me, Johnny Joestar! Rocks? This guy, he was a professional jockey? He protected himself against my windshield attack. He even kicked up some rocks when he sped up. To think that someone outside of the traditional British racing world has skills like this. Oh no! We can now see a few horses collapsing. They'll get caught up in the fall. There are a few more horses that are leaning. Look, they are leaning. And they're exhausted. All of the horses are exhausted. They've all run for 14,000 meters nonstop. Their level of concentration was at max for the full length of this deadly battle. There are a few horses out there that are just refusing to run anymore. All of the horses in the field are already at their limits. Your aim must be to avoid that kind of danger. The goal is to gain ground from here on out. Looks like from here on, technique is just going to be useless. Leg power is all that's left. How much leg power was I able to save getting here? That's it. What's still left in the horse's legs? That will be the key to victory.
Hey, Poco Loco, go left.
Huh? But why?
Just go to the left already. Go around to the left of him.
Okay, my horse is at its limits too. But I'm a lucky guy, right? I promise that, right? So I can do anything I want.
That's right, Poco Loco. Say yo, 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 just like that.
Yo, yo, yo! And here's Sandman coming down off the cliffs and he rejoins the lead group. With his muscles nearly exploding, Sandman is back. He's ahead of Gyro. He's rejoined at the head of the pack. He's about 8 lengths ahead, and he successfully rejoined while going for the goal. He's at least 40 kilometers an hour. Is this man really running? But there are no more shortcuts. Sandman, can he hold up against all these horses until the goal? Can he pull away? And now Dio's out. Dio has jumped out now, and there's about 300 till the goal. Dio's at such an amazing pace. And now there's another horse that lined up with Dio. No, wait. He's ahead of Dio, but there's no saddlecloth. It's an anonymous rider out there. They're attacking Gyro from 7 links away. They're only 5 links away from Gyro. Gyro is not losing any of his pace while chasing Sandman, but the trailers are putting on a truly demonic spurt. And Poco Loco is going to pass Gyro from the left. 4 riders are all about to attack the leading Sandman. Gyro's just 3 lengths away from Sandman. They are all lined up, all lined up. They're all lined up. And the 4 horsemen are all lined up on Sandman's tail. I have no homeland to return back to, but sis, I'm definitely going to win this race for the spirits of the earth and for the spirits of my father and ancestors. Please give me your strength and your courage. All horses are lined up side by side at the nose, and Sandman speeds up once again, and now Dio's coming out. Wait, Gyro's slightly ahead. There's only 100 meters left. Who will end up in first place? It's become one fierce battle in front of the goal.
Okay, Poco Loco, don't hold me back any. This is good. You'll be the winner. Just right up there. There'll be a dead tree buried in the ground.
What's this? Poco Loco just jumped. It's a dead tree. He ran on the dead tree, using it like a springboard for his horse. And now he's up ahead. He slipped out. Poco Loco has just slipped out. Huh? No, wait. That's wrong. It's not Poco Loco. Poco Loco isn't the one that slipped ahead. What the hell is up with this guy? This just can't be. He should have no leg power left at all. I went back in the downhill, so why is he out in front? He shouldn't have been able to push through. He was flogging it way too much on the straightaway back there, too. Johnny Joestar, I'm amazed. You did well catching up with me. By the way, kid, ever ride on a ship? I've been on one before. Did you know the more headwinds that a sailing vessel gets on its sails, the faster it will go? And this headwind, the headwind from Mexico, was there to help my horse right from the very start. What's this guy talking about? What the hell's he rambling about? Who is this man? To think a jockey like him exists in the world. 50 meters to the goal now. 30 left. Here he comes. Yes, he's coming. He's pulling away and holding the back as he pushes through. No way. The cape on his back. The steel ball. He's wrapped it with a steel ball to make it a sail? Like it's sailing a vessel. This is the power of the wind. The headwind from Mexico. And he's passing right through. He's passing right through. He's closed in on the goal. Gyro Zappelli is in first. It's a sweeping win with a 5-length lead. What a strong showing from start to finish. And the champion of the first stage is Gyro Zappelli with a running time of 18 minutes and 7 seconds. This is the birth of the race leader in the Steel Ball Run. Extra story. The details behind the opening of the Steel Ball Run race. The story of Stephen Steele, 51, the promoter of this race, is as follows. Stephen was born in New York in 1840, the 4th child out of 7 to an Irish immigrant family. His father was a poor blacksmith. When Stephen was 15, he fell in love with a beautiful daughter of a florist, and the two vowed to be together. But his love was suddenly taken from him in a carriage accident. Falling into a deep state of despair, Stephen promised himself that he would never again fall in love. Thus, he joined the cavalry. At the age of 16, he was already 190 centimeters tall. On horseback, he almost looked like a commander. However, he was never sent to war, nor did he go on expeditions. He got typhoid fever from the rations, and was therefore placed in a deserted island hospital for 2 years. There is an interesting 35-year-long correlation between Stephen Steele's life and the Steel Ball Run race. Allow yourself a moment to look at this timeline. But one day, someone tried to sell a story about aliens, when in reality it was just a shaved monkey. Though Stephen had nothing to do with this scandal, he was also dubbed a fraud. The tides turned against him, and he was treated like a petty scammer. No one was willing to listen to him. I was not like that. My stories were about fantasy. Forced to sell his mansion and buried in debt, Stephen was hurled in darkness again. This was when it came to him. That's right. When he was still young, the one thing he was able to do in the gallery, a long-distance horse ride. I should organize a long-distance race. But his reliability factor was at an all-time low. Although he searched for sponsors every day, all they did was scoff him. Not having eaten and severely drunk, he sat by the edge of the street.
If you're going to plan a race, it should be across the entire American continent. And the winning should be huge, like $50 million. Real dreams should be that big.
A little girl who was listening to his mumbling was talking to him. What idiot would sponsor a stupid proposal like that? Go away. Leave me alone. After that, he returned to the bar, got into a fight, and slept behind the urinals. The next day, when he woke up, there were several men surrounding him in a group. What is it? You want to fight? Let's go then. We want to hear your story, the one you were talking about in the bar last night. Can you really do it? Organize a cross-continental race?
We're from E&W Papers, and we know that the age of sports is coming. We're willing to sponsor your cause.
What? The story had spread and gradually gotten bigger and bigger. The number of sponsors inflated to 20, including large companies, and the prize money was in fact $50 million. The race was to begin in 2 years. And 2 years later, he remembered. The girl I met in the street, she was the one that gave me my chance. That's right, I should go thank her. And when he met her again, she was grown up, and she was identical to his first love back when he was still a young man. That's how it seemed to Stephen. Suddenly, the tears began to fall. Though he wanted to stop them, they kept on falling. He hadn't cried in 34 years. And Stephen told her father, who was there alongside her, This might sound insane, but I want you to let me marry your daughter. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to let your daughter live with me for my whole life. And this was how it came to be. Stephen Seal's fantasy.